Hamster Kombat has updated their roadmap and has officially declared that the Hamster Kombat launch has been postponed. Now, in this particular post released by Hamster Kombat, there are lots of good news and not so good news on this particular post. And I'm going to cover every single details in this particular video. So right here on the official Hamster Kombat website, you can see that they've updated their roadmap. And as you can see, as of July, the Hamster Kombat will not be launched. Now, upcoming achievements and among others is the token launch and airdrop distribution. So as of right now, there is no official date for the Hamster Kombat launch. Also, this means that Hamster Kombat may or may not launch on the month of August. So that is the first thing right here. Now, if you go onto their Telegram announcement channel, this is where we have the official post. Hamster Kombat has updated their roadmap, which is something we covered just now, and also their white paper. Now, I'm going to create a full video on this white paper to just analyze the key things you need to actually know in this entire white paper. But then right now you want to focus on the tokenomics, which right here is not a detailed one. I believe they are going to be releasing a more detailed one in the future. Now, before we go on to this, let's go ahead and read through this. So basically right here, we firmly believe that each player contributes to our shared success. To reflect this, we are allocating a whopping 60% total token supply to the community distribution. So guys, on the first tokenomics released by Hamster Kombat, they actually said that they are going to be giving 10% to the community for airdrop distribution. But right now it is 60%, which changes the entire game. It means there are more tokens that will be distributed. Now, this is the good news. 60% is a whole lot, and Hamster Kombat doing that, they should have their reasons basically for doing that, and I think it's a good one. And it could also backfire. I just want to say that it could also backfire. Giving 60% to the community is not really that happy right now, and if you give 60%, it may crash the coin. Just want to say that. But then if they are doing this, they should have a way to back up the whole system. Like if you check on their tokenomics right here, you could see that 60% airdrop volume will be dedicated to player. The rest will be reserved for providing market liquidity, ecosystem partnership, grants, rewarding squad, and other items. So if 40% will be able to hold the market liquidity, then they should have some form of strategy, because I feel 60% is a lot. But then that is what they said on their tokenomics. This is not a reaction video to what they said. Now, we will soon publish a comprehensive tokenomics breakdown that covers the upcoming second season of the game. The Hamster token airdrop is technically complex undertaking, unprecedented in the blockchain world. We are not setting specific dates right here for one reason. It is impossible to predict the exact timeline for implementing this solution. However, we assure you that we are working tirelessly in collaboration with the Ton ecosystem to ensure a smooth and seamless airdrop for all users. Now, this is where I say it is not so good news. Like, it is not really a bad news, but it's also not a good news. Now, this statement simply means that Hamster Kombat could launch anytime. It could launch 3 months from now. I'm pretty much sure it's not next month, because from this statement, if it's next month, I think we'll have some indication or a different use of English. But then it is not going to launch in August. That is something I'm sure about from this post, which means it could take 2 months, it could be 3 months, it could be 4 months. Now, we value each and trust each one of you and deeply appreciate your trust. Together, we create an incredible story, built one of the fastest growing projects in the internet history. So that is all about this. So the good news is that 60% will be awarded for airdrop distribution. The not so good news is that we do not know for sure when Hamster Combat is actually going to be launched. Now, for the tokenomics right here, you could see the game development will go on. There will be season 2 for players. Yes, Hamster Combat has actually covered this. More players means large capitalization, which also means a large drop for each player. Hamster Combat has power, one for all for one. Since we have neither investment fame nor VC backing us, there is no extra sell pressure, and the community-driven token and its value will be determined by demand, supply, community interest, where there are investors involved. The exit liquidity for them might mean every single one of you hamsters. So we are looking on building a token with such value that any investor will be happy to own one after you. So this particular statement is basically why I feel like 60% is much, and but then that is what Hamster Kombat is going to give. And if they are willing to give that, then they have some form of strategy behind to hold the token. Because I know for sure that if Hamster Kombat should launch, a lot are going to sell off. If they are giving it 60%, then that's a lot. But then that is the news for today. Like I said, it's good news and not so good news. I made a video few hours ago about Hamster Combat Day being postponed and the re-agenda of Hamster Combat, and I kind of feel like I was too reactive in that particular video. Probably there are some extreme that I went to with the whole project. Now, my personal take, which I actually made clear in this video, remains the same even in this particular video, despite all of these. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket. As you have seen so far, Hamster Combat is not launching in August. Hamster Combat is not launching in August. Hamster Combat may not launch in the next 2 months. Right now, it is unclear when Hamster Combat is going to be launched. So what that means is put your mind on other projects. What I'm personally going to do for all of my subscribers on this channel is I will give you the best project that you can join right now that is not so much into all of these taxes that you can easily claim before Hamster Combat officially launch. Now, what I would say right now, and this is exactly what I've said in all of my videos, Hamster Combat right now is not a scam. And you should not go ahead and say that Hamster Combat is not a scam. But we cannot also say that Hamster Combat is legit, because so far so good. So far so good. It seems like they have been making the community. But then if they have released this blog post and they are true to this, then it's fair. One last thing right here is this. This is the type of information that I said in previous videos that Hamster Combat should be sharing with the hamster CEOs. These are the informations that put our mind to rest, that make us believe that we are part of the process. As they have said, we value each and every one of you deeply, which means we should be aware of the progress. Like saying right here that the whole process is tedious. They have to work with ton ecosystem in order for them to develop the best airdrop possible. That is exactly what we need to know. We need to know that this is the step you are taking, not all of these random news stories that is posted on their Twitter page every single day that has nothing to do with the token being launched or the work we are putting in. So it's a good one for Hamster Combat, and I appreciate them for actually taking their time to actually give us all of these updates. Like I have always done on my channel, when Hamster Combat does the right thing, it is our job as influencers and YouTubers to also say that they are doing the right thing. And if they actually do something that is bad or that is wrong, it is also our job to state that clearly. And this is a good one from Hamster Combat, although it is not so good news, and there's also a good news to it. But then I would say that this is a step forward, and I hope that they keep on giving us good informations right here to put our mind to rest, to let us become part of the process. That is the video for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.